and he's taken a look at a couple things.
Yeah, this question comes from Jake Frondorf via Twitter for Mackenzie. He reads, Jayhawkers, how will the financially underprivileged students pay for STAR, as in the Freshman Summer Institute from a few years ago, without making their financial situations worse?
That's a great question. We have been in a lot of talks with the OMA about this, as well as different people throughout the center, the Vice Provost for Student Success, et cetera. And we want to make sure students would still be able to use financial aid if they enroll in enough hours, because this is technically, a university. They're taking classes, so they would not only be able to use financial aid, but we want to make sure that we are providing numerous scholarships to these students, numerous scholarship opportunities to them. And so we don't plan on this. We want to make it affordable. We know that that's obviously an obstacle, and that's something that we're working towards, that we've had in mind since day one, since we announced this, meeting with administrators. We have explored every single barrier to this, and we're working to overcome it.
All right, we're going to go back to Thomas, who has a question.
Okay, yeah, this is for all of you guys. So, in all of your guys' platforms, you guys mentioned going green. So, will students be responsible for funding your green initiatives? Or if not, how do you guys plan to fund for these green initiatives? Because to go green, you got to have green.
Amen.
Morgan, you're up first.
I like that. I haven't heard that before. So, Grow KU has announced a single stream recycling program. The City of Lawrence is actually moving towards this in the fall of 2014. So it is kind of disappointing that the city is ahead of the university in this ploy right now. We are really excited about the potential, though, between the relationship with the city and the university. I think this could be very reflective of a transit situation. Our buses, not only circle through campus, but also through the city as a whole, and this is a relationship that we could begin in terms of recycling as well. This is definitely a platform that is forward-thinking. It's innovative. A lot of campuses have already moved towards single stream, and I think it's time that KU starts to catch up. This will be a financial venture, as you said. It takes, what is it? You gotta have green to make green, something like that. I like that. Kind of. Exactly. And we're prepared for that. There will be. It will be an investment, but it will be an investment that will pay itself off and be very worth it.
Mackenzie.
Yeah. So 2 of our sustainability initiatives that I think are really going to make an impact on this campus that require no additional money, and that can be used with existing budgetary constraints. The first one is partnering with Replant Mount Oriad. So this is an existing program. Basically, we're losing approximately 10 to 20 trees on our campus, and we're known for the beauty of our campus, and the trees are obviously a big part of that. And so we want to allocate a portion of the student environmental fee to always go towards Replant Mount Oriad. Talking with Blaine Bingston, who's the head of, or who's an intern at the Center for Sustainability, thinks it's a really great idea and will just help sustain this program. The second one with outdoor recycling bins, sustainability is such a community value, and it's something that unless you are able to make those behavioral changes and unless it's very accessible for you, it doesn't happen. And so we want to have outdoor recycling bins. And this can be done, again, with existing budgetary constraints. We have talked to Manny Abarca about this, who is the head of Rock Chalk Recycle. He's very excited about this, and this is something that can happen after fall semester. And so I'm really excited to say that we want to make sure that our campus goes green, but we don't want to take away too much green from students.
And Kevin.
Could you please repeat the question again?
Sure. In all of your platforms, you mentioned going green. Will students be responsible for funding your green initiatives? If not, how do you plan to fund for your green initiatives?
Well, yes and no. Yes, the students will. There actually is already a sustainability fee right now through the Center of Sustainability, but also there are still grants out there like Coca-Cola. And again, if you think really short time-wise, yes, it's going to cost money, but in the future, the benefits are going to outweigh the costs, and it's actually going to have returns. One last thing. Usually, when I think about making decisions that pertain to the environment or anything pertains to the future, I have the 3 E's, environment, ecology, and equity. You just have to keep all those in mind, and if all those are in check and they're in that problem, and they can solve that problem, then the costs are lower than the benefits. So, okay, now one of my platforms I've just released is Recycle Recharge, and this is students can recycle paper products and receive a printing credit on their KU card based on the weight of the recycling material. This won't cost anything. There's already positions, and I actually work for Rock Chalk Recycling, and we already do this stuff as well. This is going to greatly promote sustainability by incentivizing recycling. And there's a stigma against recycling that it's for hippies, but no, it's not. It's sustainability can be in business, and it can be in social situations. Thank you.
Great. Now, before the debate, we asked each candidate to prepare a question to ask the other candidates. And so we'll start by asking those questions. Kevin, you're the first one up to the plate. What question do you have for Morgan and Mackenzie?
Okay. Well, when I brief preface.
Granted.
Thank you. So, we all get overwhelmed sometimes. I certainly do. When school's getting on you and student senates get taking 5 hours, and your job is getting rough, or your girlfriend or boyfriend is
Brief preface there.
okay. Sorry. Yeah. So who do you guys turn to for advice or insight when you need help?
Mackenzie, you first.
Yeah, so I would definitely have to say whenever there's a problem, whether that's student senate-wise, because my friends definitely get tired of hearing it, or in my personal life, my mom is definitely the first person I call to ask her advice, because she's just a really good people person. And it's interesting, especially going through this process, seeing how those interpersonal skills and being able to read people, to know how they define words, when they're saying something, what that really means. And she's really good at that, and so she is definitely the person that I turn to for advice. Mitchell mentioned that I'm very tough-skinned, and that is definitely thanks to her. Yeah.
And Morgan.
So 2 different things typically occur when I need advice and when I'm stressed out. The first one is I like to kick things, and I like to kick things really hard. We played kickball last Saturday, all 3 of the coalitions. Most of us were able to make it out, which was really exciting and really fun. This morning, Alex, our campaign manager, and I actually made it to the rec and just kicked the soccer ball around for a little bit. I said, "Do you want to play pass?" And he was like, "Oh, is that catch except for soccer?" And yes, it is, Alex. So that was kind of funny. Additionally, I kind of do have to agree with Mackenzie here. My mom has always been my rock. She has been my greatest support system. She has taught me to act with dignity. She has taught me to act with integrity. She speaks with conviction. She is everything that I want to be when I grow up. She has raised my 4 younger siblings and I on her own, and she has done such a great job, and I am so proud each and every day to be not only her daughter, but also to be a sibling to my younger siblings, and to see little pieces of her in all of us.
Thank you. Morgan, what question do you have for the other candidates?
Mine was more serious than yours, so I'm wondering if I should change mine, but I think I'll stick with it.
Yeah.
What other entities on campus do you identify with other than Student Senate?
Kevin, you're first.
What other entities what was that? What other entities I identify with? Well, I guess I identify with my friends, my family, or on you said on
At KU.
At KU.
I
okay.
apologize.
That's all right. Well, I have a strong friend base, and I think I identify with that, and that kind of reflects off of who I am. And I guess other